Hello!
Hi.
Welcome to the first episode of Too Long Didn't Listen, where we do a quick video format summary, short form of the previous week's podcast. What was the topic? I wasn't there.
The topic was, where's Josh?
That was it.
New Spider-Man cast. And
how about them reboots?
Reboots versus original.
Yes. So, you guys had some things to say. I was not there.
Right.
But did you guys have a good time?
We had a better time.
Okay, good. No, I didn't hear that. Okay. So, we got ourselves a Sundance director, John Watts.
John Watts. Should be mysterious. Might just get pushed around by Marvel, but I think the main point we made was we don't know what he's going to do.
Yeah, we don't know. We have to wait to see. Tommy did bring up an interesting point, though. What if he uses some weird lens nobody's ever seen before? What if he shoots everything on a Super 8?
We don't know.
We don't know. Could happen. We also got Tom Holland, backflip extraordinaire Spider-Man.
Yeah, I think we said it's going to be cool to see a new character instead of just a famous guy as another comic book character.
Yeah, I think that was the main point, was we're not going to see Chris Evans. Hey, wasn't he that fire guy? We're not going to see Robert Downey Jr. Wasn't he that drug guy? You know, we're going to see an actual Spider-Man. We're just going to know him as Spider-Man. So I think that's cool. Joey is brought up that he was concerned with this whole reboot business. How long has it been since the previous Spider-Man reboot? And now we're getting another one. Spider-Man has been rebooted more times than anything else at this point. And
could be a problem.
Yeah, I mean, Tommy said in the podcast we could be seeing a reboot every year. Something can be rebooted every year potentially. I mean, why not? That's where the money's coming from. Is these the unoriginals, the remakes, the reboots, adaptations, sequels, because of the name.
Right.
Yeah, and so that's one thing. The one thing I was thinking is, who are the reboots and the remakes of older classic movies for? Are they for the people who watched them originally, or are they for a new generation to experience them when they might not have wanted to watch the older version?
I don't think we ever found a definitive answer to that.
Yeah, I mean, one of the things that Joey and Tommy brought up was that, like, they don't really feel like watching The Godfather. However, if it was made into an action movie starring Mark Wahlberg and it was more fast-paced, a lot more explosions, they'd be much more interested in watching it. And I think that's a decent point. But
we didn't say any of that.
What?
What we actually said is that Godfather might be just too slow-paced for today's generation.
Okay, well, that's not what I heard, but we'll agree to disagree.
Well, it's fact that you're wrong.
Well, okay, whatever. So, basically, this is a new series we got going on here on the channel. It's called Too Long Didn't Listen. For those of you who don't have the time to spend an hour plus listening to a podcast, we wanted to summarize our views and also present the questions to you guys. So in this episode, we're going to just have you give us some comments on this particular podcast we're talking about, but in future episodes, we're going to be giving you the topic ahead of time for the next podcast so that we can read your answers to the questions on the podcast. So, question this time, what do you guys think of originals versus reboots, and who are these made for? The original audience from before who want to see a new spin on it, or the new generation who might not have seen the old versions and they might not see them otherwise unless they are rebooted? And also, what do you think of the Spider-Man casting and director choice and the fact that they are both less known? Let us know in the comments. We'll see you tomorrow in a new episode of Fangeared, the podcast.